Neil, just want to start with a quick reflection on Ampthill. What did you take away from that game?
Look, I think Amtil it's always a tough place to go. They showed last year with where they finished in the league, they're a decent side, and they've recruited well over the summer and the long COVID off season. So they're in a good place. Look, for us, the first 12 minutes we were bagging that game and thought that we were getting our game out of the park, and then a little bit of ourselves getting ahead of ourselves in terms of the offloads and not looking after the football as we should. Brought them back into it. And look, and if they're getting 5 metres out 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a game, they're going to score some of those. So we've got to be better at looking after the ball in the middle of the park, improve our discipline in the middle of the park to not give these big sides access to our 22. And look, at the back end of the game, we had our opportunities to have come back into it, and we didn't take those, and that's the ruthless nature of the championship. If you don't take your opportunities when they come, teams are good. They're going to get out of sight.
Looking towards Coventry, Ruben Birch has come in on dual reg from Sale, Sam Spink on dual reg from Wasps. I imagine for you two welcome additions to the team ahead of the game on Saturday.
Yeah, look, we've got a good squad together this season, albeit just for a short period of time. The two lads coming in, Sam Spink has been with us before in past seasons. It's good to have him in, and Ruben Birch adds a little bit of size and a little bit of height to our line-outs as well, which is an important part of the championship, getting his piece right. So nice to have those in that complement our squad going forward.
Just 3 changes this week since from the last game. Graham, Stronge and Ryan come in to replace Curtis, Dolly and Poullet. Just talk a little bit around those changes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Curtis and Poullet have picked up knocks. They shouldn't be out for too long, but they picked up knocks, so they're unavailable this week. So a bit of a positional switch there for Ed Coulson, who moves to 10, and then Harry comes in on the wing, and Stapley moves to fullback. So Ed's a pretty consummate performer at fly half, so looking forward to seeing him go there as well. And Willie Ryan came on for the last 20 minutes at Ampthill and really took us forward and got us back, gave us a chance to come back into that game. So really looking forward to seeing him go in the back row as well. And then Michael Stronge, he's been come over to us from Belfast. He's been over involved in the Ulster setup for a number of years. He gets a chance this week to start on the bench, so a little bit of rotation there, and we're hoping that both scrum can really speed our game up this weekend.
The other 12 players stay where they are. Do you feel now, 2 games in, that you might be starting to find the core of your team?
Yeah, we've got to find combinations. We've got to build up our work we've done in those combinations and start to build them out on the training pitch and then see them come through into the game. So, look, for me, we're still building those combinations and still building those players in. As we said, we've got quite a large squad this year, so there is some depth in there that will get their opportunities at some point as well. But just building a little bit of continuity this week is important, and bringing Jake Farnworth back into the side after he picked up a bit of a knock post Ealing is nice as well.
Thoughts on Coventry? They've had a bit of a stop-start season so far. They've played their 3 games. So what do you expect from them?
Look, Coventry, they've been hit by all the rest of us with the pandemic and the real draconian cuts from the RFU pre-pandemic as well. So they've changed their model slightly, but look, they're always going to be one of the big spenders in the league. They're always going to be able to have a significant number of their players full-time. So we're expecting a well-organised full-time team coming to the Bay the weekend. They play with a lot of ambition and a lot of width, and out on Lady Bay, that'd be great to see, and we'll be playing with our own ambition and our own width, and really trying to get our game out there and impose that. But look, say it's a decent Coventry side, and where they are, they've said they've been hit by these quite frankly ridiculous cuts from the RFU in the same way as everyone else has. But if your starting point is slightly different, then your end point is slightly different in terms of what those cuts do.
I think one thing you can guarantee from Coventry is that they will fight right until the final whistle. So they're never ever gonna make it easy, are they?
No, no. As I said, they're still a full-time team. They will be fighting right towards the end. They always do. Our games in the past, we've had a 15-all draw at Lady Bay. We've had a 1-point win at Coventry. When the season they first came up last season, it was they got out to a bit of a start, and we came back at them down over their place, and we're looking for exactly the same, an ultra competitive championship game at Lady Bay.
Local rivals as well, no doubt that if fans were allowed in at the Bay, that it'd have that extra edge to it. The place would be absolutely thriving.
Oh, it's a massive shame that the fans aren't in, because when we played Coventry at the Bay in the past, we've had really good support. We've had big numbers down, and really good atmosphere. So a massive shame the fans can't be in, but hopefully there's a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully the bobbers are opening up soon, as well as the football fans, and we can also add our COVID haircuts and COVID beards, and we can get back and watch some live sport. So really looking forward to seeing the fans back down at Lady Bay, and really having them as part of what we do, because they are so important. And so the boys love playing at Lady Bay in front of anyway, but with a crowd is just really special, especially on those Friday nights.
The plus side, if you can call it a plus side, is that obviously fans can still watch the game, albeit from home, but they can watch it on a stream, and that'll be available right until the end of the season.
Yeah, it's a great concept. It's a great idea to let the fans still have that engagement with it. It's just a shame we can't see them around the field and have those same interactions that we normally do. But it's the next best thing, and the boys do know that people are tuning in to watch. It's important for them as well.